What's up, guys? Midwest Tour Review here, back again. Well, I thought I would do a update, if you will, because you know how people are like, if you don't have any time invested into something, how can you say whether or not the product is good or not? And that's a valid statement. So that being the case, I decided to put some work behind this cart. Get this cart, this little box here from Hart Tools. This is their Master Loader tool box or tool pack out, you know. So I bought this from Walmart for like $33 out the door, and I wanted the Milwaukee. Everybody wants the Milwaukee, let's be honest, but I didn't want to pay the Milwaukee pack out price. I mean, that's just crazy for a complete system. And I needed something that I can take with me to the salvage yard, which you guys know I'm cheap and I like to buy a lot of things from the salvage yard versus buying brand new. And I also like parts immediately. Like I don't like waiting for things. I like to have it in my hand when I pay for it. I want it. So that being said, I decided to build out a salvage yard, pick apart yard, whatever you want to call it, scrap yard, auto yard box that had everything in it that I needed for most jobs. Now, the disclaimer is that you know, a lot of people will go to the salvage yard and they will say I need a drive shaft, or I need some suspension components, or an engine, or whatever you may have you, and they don't plan it out. They don't think about what they're going to need. So the very first thing is what's in here is just what's in it currently. But anytime I go to the salvage yard, I'm going to look at what do I need, okay? And if I don't know everything about how to remove it, I'm going to research it. I'm going to watch the videos, because there's pretty much every video out there for pretty much everything. And I'm going to find out what it is I need to consider when I'm going there. So I'm going to know, okay, yeah, you need to have, I got a lot of dry skin there. I don't know. I need to have a jack or jack stands, or swivels, or impacts, or ratchets, breaker bars, hammers, etc. And I'm going to try to build out my box for that. And that also includes a kneeling pad, that includes gloves, eyewear, cleaning for your hand, cleansers for your hands. Let me think. You know, if you're working, like if you're in the Midwest like I am, so it's gonna be coveralls, gloves, hats. I mean, everything. I'll pack this entire box out to have everything in it that I need, so that when I get there, I can focus on the job and get it done. And that, you know, I may even have a torch and things of that nature as well, just depending on, you know, what I'm working on. So what's in here right now, I do a lot of side jobs for people. I've been doing some side work with some other people on YouTube. I'm not going to release any names because I've not spoken to that person and asked them if I can say anything about what I do. So, but I do some side jobs, and this semi work, so it's working on semi trucks, and nothing too complicated, but you know, you never know what you're going to run into. And so some of the things that you see in the box right now pertain to that job that I was working on. And I got back, I did the job, I went out of town, and I haven't got the box organized or reorganized and set back up. So things that are in here are, you know, your standard bits, you know, DeWalt bits. You want some good bits, you don't want cheap stuff. I do have some Work Pro in here as well. I've never used these yet, but these are just your standard Torx and quarter and quarter and 3/8 drive. I think there's even a 1/2 inch drive in there, but I got that kit in there. Tape measure, multimeter, screw guns. This is a 3/8 drive DeWalt 10 volt impact, but it's good for a little light work. If I do need something heavy, I can go to my power drawer there and pull out some of that stuff, or I can go over here to my Milwaukee box and I can pull out some of those things. So more than enough tools to work. I've got a couple hammers in here, some sledgehammers, some impact sockets from Harbor Freight. Those are the Pittsburgh Pros. Yeah, I did say Harbor Freight. I did say Pittsburgh Pro. They work great. No knocking them. snap-on 1/2 inch drive ratchet in here that I've completely cleaned and got it working. Keep this guy in here, so I need a workhorse. Snap-on pry bar, some lights down there, various wrenches that need to be put back into the cobalt track or case. Some more Work Pro. Shout out to Work Pro Tools. But this is their plier set and various pliers there that one could possibly need on the job. So keep that set in the roll up with me, and that works out really well. More impact sockets back there. You can see those things are nice and dusty and been used hard, put away wet. Not really. Breaker bars, etc. And there could, like I said, there'll be more stuff in there depending on the job, right? So on this particular side here, we have our hex keys, more swivels or universals rather, more screwdrivers, extensions, a variety of pry bars, more extensions, drill bits, various types of smaller bits, smaller extensions, markers for writing down things when you're there, small pry bars, even got a big pry bar in there, picks and torques. Didn't even realize that guy was in there. Various screwdrivers, flatheads, Phillips, big, small, number 2s, number 3s, number 1s, 3/8 drive ratchets, more snap-on 1/2 inch drive ratchets, snap-on 3/8, and then I got a 1/4 Cornwell in there, ratcheting screwdriver, snap-on 1/4 inch drive, 3/8 drive, snap-on 3/8 drive, chrome set, various screwdrivers, more snap-on ratchets, more torques and hex bits, more wrenches, and that's just some of the basic hand tools that you need. It's not fully representative of everything that I'll carry, but rather some of the more prominent things that I'm going to have. This particular socket set here, I need to get a 19. I'm going to order that tonight because I just realized I didn't have a 19 on here. But it's a almost fairly complete set. But I use it pretty hard. You can see there I got some flaking chrome on some of these sockets. I got to probably get that warrantied out. But yeah, I try to keep everything I need. And like I said, if something I need to take out of the box, I can pull it out of one of my boxes and then throw it in there and round out the kit. It doesn't have everything in there. Let me see here. Also have the other side here has Knipex pliers, Knipex cutters, more Knipex, more Work Pro, more vice grips, scrapers from Stone Pro, more lights, more extensions, SK extensions. Let me see here. I didn't even know that was in here. It's for testing circuits, outlets, electrical outlets and stuff like that. More screwdrivers. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But this Hart, I guess more importantly, this Hart container is worked out really well. I've dropped it off a truck accidentally. I drug it through miles of gravel and very torturous terrain. It's been in rain. It's been in snow. A lot of times it's been in snow, cold and hot. And it's held up. It's got a little bit of a rubber overmold on the wheels, so it's not loud when you're carrying it around. It doesn't flex when you have it loaded down with tools. It's easy to pick up, easy to maneuver. The plastic holds up really well. I don't see any type of degradation of the plastic. It does have a nice little work surface here, so if you got to lay out some things on here, you can do that. You can put things in here. It's got like a little channel, so if it does rain, it will collect that rain in that channel. You can clean it up later on. It doesn't get all your tools wet and rusted out. As you can see, none of my tools are rusty in this box, and I've been using it for the better part of a year, and everything's held up. Everything slides effortlessly. Everything closes like it should. You can see there, and bam, you're good to go. And it's a good size to it. I mean, it's not And if I have my tape measure, I can give you guys some rough dimensions here. Let's see. All right, let's see if I can do this with one hand here. So when fully opened, it's roughly, come on, it's roughly, what, 42 inches, something like that. 41 inches or something to that effect, about 40, 42, between 40 and 41 inches when fully opened. The height on it is probably 17 inches, almost 18 inches tall. And it's 13, 14 inches wide. Depth inside of the box is approximately, what is that? 14 inches, let's call it, deep. So, and then we got about, you know, roughly 12 and a half, 13 inches by, you know, the furthest part here. Let's see, just really rough order of magnitude dimensions. I'm gonna say probably 21 inches across there. So, you know, fairly good size for it. You know, you can put most of your stuff in there. You can probably put a couple jack stands and stuff in there depending on what you're carrying, all the other tools you need it. And it's got, you know, set of wheels on the back, no wheels in the front. But yeah, it worked out really well. I'm happy with it, guys. If you need something, don't go out and spend excessive money on systems that you're not going to take full advantage of. I mean, some guys like carpenters or HVAC guys, electricians, things of that nature, those Milwaukee pack-outs work out really well for them. But if you're just looking for a box to carry some tools around in for like salvage yards, pick apart yards, things like that, junk yards, or running from job to job, you know, save yourself some money and get yourself one of these Hart Master Loader carts, or bins, or whatever you want to call it. And it's going to work out just fine for you. One side is clear, one side is black. I don't really know why they did that. They could have both been black or both been clear, in my opinion. Doesn't hurt me or harm me, I guess, rather, you know. So I'm really happy with it. And like I said, I can load this sucker up, and I've not seen any cracks, any flexing. You can see how easy everything still slides. It's not, the slides work really well on it. It works, guys. The Hart Master Loader just simply works, and that's what you want. I don't want to be thinking about, is the cart going to break, or is it going to, you know, malfunction? I'm trying to get to the job, get it done, and get back where I'm going. And that's pretty much it. It does have a lock there, as you can see. You can put a padlock or whatever on it, so you can kind of protect your tools. So, all right, guys, that's all I want to do is share my opinion of this Hart Tools Master Loader tool bin roll around. So if you're into the market or looking for one of these, guys, do not be afraid to check out Hart Tools. All right, guys, make sure that you follow me on Instagram, Midwest_tools_review. Make sure that you leave a comment. Don't forget to tag or like this video. If you don't like it, dislike it. As always, leave a comment. I'll try to get back to all my comments. And make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so that you can get the latest content, and click that bell, guys. All right, peace.